Typically, when our body deal with a nodule or cancer or tumor, things like that, well, before it disappears, it has to be changed in property. The doctors, when we do a biopsy, when they say it's either blind or it's malignant, when it's malignant or something like that, or even benign, usually is the more solid it is, the more difficult it is to get out of the body. So for things like cyst, which is like a fluid pack, then it's usually more easy because there is no blood vessels, there's no hard solid tissues to get rid of. So the cysts are usually the easiest to drain and to get rid of, and usually they don't have build up of blood vessels, which is a life supply to that part of the tissue. So the solid ones, they usually build up blood vessels for blood supply to support it to continue to grow and expand. So for the nodules in the thyroid, before it gets smaller, or it does has its own original momentum. It might swell a little bit more or bigger. The momentum would be continuing to grow a little bigger, but before it can be absorbed by the body, it usually softens up so that it gets puffy. And there is no set limit as to how big it gets or how much more it continue to get bigger. But usually probably another 1/3 more bigger than before. But that's just an estimate. There is no set rules for that. But it's a general guidance. So if you continue to become a little bigger, don't be scared, because it's a way the body how to deal with it. It's also typical in many other cases, nodules. Even we were talking about a fibroid in the uterus that also started to get a little bigger or a little softer, bigger, but then after that it starts to soften up and to start to shrink. So that's typical, and it depends on every person. It varies from person to person. There is no rule as to how big or how long it takes. How much hormone to consume? So usually about the dosage, we usually suggest between 30 to 90 drops a day would be more therapeutic dosage. So some people take a little more, some people take a little less, depending on their budget and their body, how they handle it, how they have any reactions or any type of healing crisis. So 30 to 90 or even 120 would be a reasonable range of variation that you can test out how your body does. Do we need to apply topically? Yes, you can. In the neck area, where the bulging, if you have any visible bulging or any visible growth or a protruding area, then you apply directly in that area, or in the neck in general. That's the most probably it's going to be helpful.